Too many developers try to make the stories in their games equal to those of cinema. However, the two mediums are different enough that the writing needs to be designed in a unique way, to make the player feel like a participant in the narrative rather than just a passive observer. To be a nominee in this category, the games need to feature not only a coherent and compelling plotline, but dialogue that doesn't make you want to plug your ears with wax, and have the writing combined with gameplay to give the player control, or at least the illusion of control, over the story. And if it does not do that, the storyline needs to be a flawlessly executed linear narrative. The nominees are...
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
So, what exactly is Enter the Dominatrix?
Oh man, are we really digging that up?
It was really weird.
It was amazing.
Worst idea we've ever had.
Really?
Script made no sense, like, at all. Saints Row 4 was way more elegant.
Pierce seemed to like it.
Of course he liked it. It started off with him as mayor of Steelport.
Wait. If Pierce was mayor, that means Mayor Reynolds and you were...
Like I said, worst idea we've ever had.
My administration was tough, but fair. I'd like to think the boss based their presidential performance on me.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Of course, originally they just booked me for a guest appearance, but I just chewed up the scenery so much they had to keep me. Of course, I did have to insist on several changes.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
And the winner is...
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing. Rowing.
Rowing? Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder the burden?
No. But I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer? One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do, but we're never going to get there.
No, I mean I'd greatly appreciate it if you would assist.
Perhaps you should ask him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does, but there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row?
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean.
While it may not boast the snappy dialogue or humor of Saints Row 4 and The Stanley Parable, nor the raw emotional power of Gone Home and The Last of Us, it's what happens during the incredible journey that makes Infinite stand out. Every character, friend or foe, major or minor, is given life, and has a full history to explore via the franchise's ubiquitous audio logs. But it's the overarching storyline that steals the show. God only knows how Infinite's writer Ken Levine comes up with this stuff, but its disturbing, mind-bending tale requires players to actually think about what they're seeing, and anyone familiar with the television show Fringe will feel right at home during the final half hour. With an ending that will be analyzed for years to come, BioShock Infinite raises the bar for storytelling in shooters, and is one of the best yarns the industry has ever produced.